It's 2:30 in the morning. The entire city is asleep, but sleep is nowhere to be found in your eyes. You're lying in bed, thumbing through your phone screen, scrolling endlessly. Your thumb is tired, your eyes are burning, and a voice in the back of your mind is screaming, "Stop it! You have to wake up early tomorrow, finish your work, change your life," but you can't stop. It feels like someone else is at the controls of your body. Have you ever wondered why this happens? Why is it that even knowing what's right for you, you keep doing exactly what's leading you toward burnout and failure? Today's story is about a man named Aryan. Aryan was just like you and me. He didn't lack talent. His dreams were sky high. But his greatest enemy was his own lack of willpower. He used to think he was just born lazy, or maybe he just had bad luck. But one day, in a dusty old library, he found a book that revealed the dark truth about mental discipline. The kind of truth that's kept hidden from you in this age of social media. Aryan realized that discipline isn't a punishment. It's a journey from self-hate to self-love. We often think a disciplined person is making their life harder, but the truth is, the person who lacks discipline is a slave to their own whims. And there is no greater prison than slavery to one's own mind. Aryan's story takes a turn when he meets a retired colonel. The colonel shows him an old, broken watch. He says, "Aryan, your mind is like this watch. All the gears are there, but the rhythm is gone." The colonel taught him that procrastination isn't just laziness, it's fear. Fear of failing, and the greatest fear of all, the fear of facing yourself. Every morning, we lie to ourselves. Just 5 more minutes. I'll start tomorrow for sure. The diet starts Monday. These tiny lies hollow out our self-confidence from the inside. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you signal your subconscious that your own word has no value. And a person who has no value in their own eyes will never be valued by the world. But the question is, how do we escape this cage? Aryan adopted a method called the rule of radical ownership. He stopped making excuses. He stopped saying, "I don't have time," and started saying, "This task is not my priority." When you change your vocabulary, you change your reality. Imagine if you had the superpower today where your body did exactly what your mind told it to do. Where would you be a year from now? You'd finish every book you've left half read, you'd be in the best shape of your life, and your bank balance would tell the story you've always wanted to tell. This isn't magic. It is pure mental chemistry. The first step to building discipline isn't finding motivation. Motivation is like a fair-weather friend. It stays when the sun is out and disappears the moment things get tough. You don't need motivation, you need a system. Aryan learned that instead of chasing massive goals, he needed to focus on atomic habits. If you improve yourself by just 1% every day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. Do you know why the most successful people in the world do the task they hate most first thing in the morning? It's called eating the frog. When you start your day with a win, your brain releases dopamine, giving you the fuel for the rest of your tasks. On the other hand, when you pick up your phone the second you wake up, you put your brain in reactive mode. You're watching other people live their lives while you should be living yours. Here's a hard truth. Your brain wants to keep you safe, not successful. Success requires breaking out of that comfort zone that your brain considers home. When you're working out and your mind says, "Stop now," that is exactly where your real discipline begins. That last rep, those last 5 minutes of studying, that's where your destiny is written. The biggest lesson of Aryan's journey was that willpower is a limited resource. It's like a battery that drains by the end of the day. That's why we tend to eat junk food or watch mindless videos at night, because our battery is dead. Successful people don't waste their willpower on trivial decisions like what to wear or what to eat. They automate those things so their brain can focus entirely on the big, needle-moving decisions. Now stop and think for a second. You're watching this video because you want to change, but are you actually ready? Because change has a price. The price is skipping those pointless parties, giving up the extra sleep you love, and sacrificing the comfort that is slowly killing you from the inside. Discipline doesn't mean becoming a machine, it means becoming the CEO of your own life. A CEO who knows when to grind and when to rest. One who doesn't make decisions based on temporary emotions, but based on a long-term vision. As Aryan got his life back on track, he realized that true happiness wasn't in reaching the destination. It was in becoming the kind of person who could handle any situation. Mental discipline gives you a sense of peace that no amount of noise in the world can disturb. If you're still listening, it means you have that fire inside you. You don't want to be among the 99% who just complain. You want to be part of the 1% who write history. So today, right now, in this very moment, not a huge one, just a small promise. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier tomorrow, or maybe it's not touching your phone for the next hour. But whatever you promise, treat it as if it's carved in stone. Because once you conquer yourself, conquering the world is only a matter of time. Remember, the clock isn't just ticking down. Your life is passing by. Be the hero of your own story, not an observer in someone else's.